2K25.
How you feeling? Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they head to the locker room earlier. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. The good news is they're trending in the right direction, still right in the middle of the pack.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they thought they had a strong chance to start out on top and stay there. But it's still early, and they're still a dangerous team.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Anunoby in at small forward. And for the Bulls, MP is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Buzelis in at the 4. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game couldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA. We're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Vucevic, the pass to MP. Now White. Back to MP. And he lays it up and in.
Now the defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Left side Dick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kobe White picks one up. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is inexcusable.
Now here's Pirtle, and that one drops.
And that is the spot OG wants to work.
And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range. And he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with you. And he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And it's Quickly with a miss. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Back to MP. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. Here's Hernandez. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Here's Dick. Outside Anunoby. Outside Barnes. Pirtle with the ball. 6 to shoot. Down low. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by White.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clank it.
Count it. Good.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Barnes passes to Dick. The three from Quickly hits the trifecta.
You go back to Quickly in his rookie year, he shot about 40% from deep, so shooting from long distance, not a problem.
Back to MP. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Quickly from outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
MP, that was good.
Keeping his balance despite the physical defense there. MP so calm, cool, and collected.
Quickly passes to Barnes. This one for three. And it's Quickly with a miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
White. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Pirtle. After the basket by Chicago. Here's Dick. That one's wide left. 1:03 left in the first. Hernandez pass to DeSumo. Quickly against White. Pass to Hernandez. Here's Buzelis. Outside White. Back to MP. The shot off that time.
I know.
Defense is
I had a little time.
He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim. And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Vucevic finds MP. Here's Buzelis. And he jams it home with authority.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Pirtle with the bucket.
Yeah, 7-footers, it's a great idea to live around the hoop, and that's where Pirtle has set up camp.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. MP, the pass to Vucevic. Sumu outside. Here's MP. Quickly with a rebound. Outside Anunoby. The three. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
What do you mean, bro? Exciting.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
MP getting it done for the Bulls. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining. Buzelis is checked in for DeSumo. White comes in for Terry, and MP subbed in for Ball. Raptors trail by 3. So for the Raptors right now, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Then it's Walter, and it's Shed in at the 1. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He picked up 38 points, and in terms of his shooting, well, mistakes and bad selections were few and far between. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
All right, Ali, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to MP. Down low, MP drops it in.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Quickly, outside. Outside Barnes. Back to Quickly. Will it go? Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 10, they'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
You just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Buzelis. MP outside. Now here's Vucevic. Stolen by Quickly. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And he makes it.
And Quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
Inside, here's Hernandez. MP gets it to go through contact.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Quickly. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Well, game's moving fast. Quickly is a little bit faster.
Back to MP, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempts at moving the ball.
The Sumu, he's checked in for Williams. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Pirtle. Now Anunoby. And there's the drive. And that dunk by Pirtle.
I mean, for Pirtle, the rim is right there. He just hops up to put it down.
Bulls leading by 6. And here's White, guarded by Dick. To the inside. Here's MP. MP staying focused.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And here's Quickly. Anunoby for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Chicago Bulls.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. You're going to love this one from 2K Hoops. Hooray! Who's the GOAT?
Of basketball? Yeah, I'm not going to touch this one. Okay, so I did a scientific study. I can 100% confirm, without a shadow of a doubt, that the GOAT is
Shaq. What happened to your mic? Did someone cut him off back there? Well, I guess we'll never know. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Ryan Anderson.
The goal,
Played through the first half. plenty of basketball left in this one. Hey, you look at MP in this
Who's the
game.
GOAT?
He's been everywhere.
Say it in my messages. Next time y'all send me a message, who's the GOAT?
Yeah, nice job of carving his way.
I'll be LeBron James. Yo, LeBron James. Who's the GOAT?
Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Desumu, then it's Kobe White, and it's MP in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barnes. From deep. Hits the three-pointer. Barnes has got 6.
Shooting off the catch, Scotty Barnes has built out that part of his game.
All right, let's check in.
All right, good night, man. Good night, man.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition. It just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all those offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes them special. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Hernandez is good. Nick.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Pirtle. To the paint. Here's Quickly. Buzelis grabs the board.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And Vucevic slams it in.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size
New
and
notification.
to dominate a
New audio notification. New notification. All things true. Left the party.
Played in the third quarter. Quickly outside. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it to Quickly. Uncovered. He squares up and sinks it. 9 points in the game.
Sweet shooting touch from the confident guard. Quickly's role is to score as often as possible.
To the middle. Puts it up. And Chicago again with a bucket.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Raptors trail by 7. Quickly from outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And so Quickly will bring it up to the Raptors. Brett, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
Oh, nice shot by MP.
Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
Outside Dick. Anunoby on the wing. Outside Barnes. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Buzelis. Back to MP. From the left block. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Quickly's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Barnes. Here's Anunoby. The 3 is up. The rebound by Hernandez.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass. Perfect timing.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Number 1, the Bulls.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball.
Collins comes in for Vucevic. And MP subbed in for Smith. Toronto making a switch here. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Trey Jones. And it's Shed in at the 2. MP shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. Jones with the ball. Pass to Shed. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. MP, the pass to Ball. Outside White. Here's Hernandez. Soft touch off the glass. Hernandez got 10 points in just the second half.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Barnes goes in from downtown. And again, Toronto no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Bulls lead by 9.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji for 3. Offensive board. Barnes, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Ball. MP, that was good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating from others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Quickly from outside. No good on the shot.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Inside. Here's MP. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Dick. Lays it up and banks it in.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to MP. Stolen by Quickly. All alone on the break. Here's Barnes. Let's go with a 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Bulls.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
The open shot by Barnes. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And so here is Chicago. They're leading by 8. Pass to Hernandez. That one goes. Count it. Hernandez got 39.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Dick. He's guarded by White. Dick with a miss. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Hernandez. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Hernandez got 41. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Berry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Anderson, you watch NBA 2K TV.
Oh.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. These cheese heads are something else. Let's quiet them down. All right, baby. Let's get down.
That's 15 on May.
Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Bruce Ellis. White is out there with MP. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic in its center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the long-time duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Kuzma, and at the three, the small forward. And a little extra at stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you much room for error.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it will show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys,
we all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals. closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
That bucket in no time at all. MP's got his third basket of the night.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Dinwiddie passes to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. From the left block, the shot by Buzelis, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Here's Giannis. And Vucevic pulls it down. Outside, White. Back to MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hernandez has got 8 points.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
And here's Kuzma. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss. The Bulls with the lead. And stolen by Kuzma.
Oh my goodness, no.
To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really hard to get to the shot of Lopez, especially with his reach.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now here's Kuzma, following the miss by MP. Dinwiddie wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. MP kicks to White. Back to MP. And he makes good on the layup. 10 points for him.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
The Bucks trail. Outside Jackson. Ball against Kuzma. Shoots over ball. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shot to get this game underway. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Holmes, he's checked in for Lopez. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Dosumu comes in for Cody Martin. And MP subbed in for Terry. Holmes passes to Nance. Melton feeling it out a bit. Unloads from 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. We've got a chance now to catch up on D'Anthony Melton's status. David, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Bucks. It's an issue with his hand. It doesn't look very serious right now.
Oh my goodness,
there is some nagging soreness.
Upgrade.
But he's already come back into the game. How about that?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Collins is out there with Smith. Then it's Dosumu. Then it's MP. And it's Ball in at the 3 spot. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Raptors was tremendous. He came away with 41 points, and he was efficient out there. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Milton. Then for the Bulls, Buzelis is checked in for Jalen Smith. Terry comes in for Ball. And it's Kobe White in for Dosumu. Mark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Here's Holmes. Following the basket by MP. Here's Morris. Driving the lane.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Again, the miss by Morris.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Hernandez passes to Collins. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Bulls lead. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 5. Giannis says, "Get off me."
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jackson. And Dinwiddie sent in for Monte Morris. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Collins. And it's Dosumu in for Terry. There's Dinwiddie following the basket by MP. Pass to Melton. Now Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie finds Lopez. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
MP gets the job done inside.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Brooklyn Nets. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Dinwiddie. Out to Kuzma. Now Melton. He's got 6. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Five seconds left to play in the first half. From deep 3-point territory. And the last second attempt is not going for it. And so
what they got to say about me now? What's up, bro? They got what Kenny Shaq got to say.
With 10 points total. Right back after this break.
What they got to say? What you mean, bro? The GOATs, bro.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
When I look at Milwaukee, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there. Because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark? They need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Bulls.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Let me know, Chip, who's your top 10 GOATs? Top 10 GOATs. Let me know. In the chat, send me a message. Who's your top 10 GOATs?
Just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
The post pair, the long-time duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. D'Anthony Melton out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. Dinwiddie gliding around the court and spraying those jumpers.
Back to MP. Plays it up and banks it in. Hernandez has got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yes, that goes in. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Melton finds Dinwiddie. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls leading by 13 to the inside. Buzelis down low. Here's MP, and he banks in the lane. MP's got 28.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Lopez. Shoots over Vucevic. That misses off the back.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Bucket is good. Buzelis has got 5 now.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also
I missed that, Chad.
MVP,
I should have made that.
Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. No good. Chicago leading by 14. Back to MP. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's now 30 points for MP.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here.
Doc Rivers.
And the Bucks with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Antetokounmpo.
Big with me in the fourth quarter. What I tell you, fourth quarter.
For some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Kyle Kuzma. Collins checked in for the Bulls. MP comes in for Buzelis. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Collins. Jalen Smith is out there with Terry. Then it's Ball. And it's MP in at the 1. Here's Morris. Following the basket by MP. And that one is off. Pass the ball. Back to MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Out of bounds.
That's just carelessness there. I mean, you've got to have your head in the game.
Bulls making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Morris outside. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally.
I should have got that.
It's being made with the long-term view in mind.
Now here's Jackson. Following the miss by MP. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Collins finds Ball. And here's Collins. Inside, here's Hernandez. Lays it up off the glass. Hernandez has got 16 points here in the second half.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Back to Ball. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shots good by Hernandez. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Morris outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. Collins passes it to MP. Collins kicks to Martin. Smith on the wing. Back to MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hernandez has got 40 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Smith.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show.
I should have made that, Chad.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win.
Sup, Ricky?
I don't think it'll play out quite
What's
that
up?
simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And Nance kicks to Connaughton. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside. MP dishes to Smith. In the corner, it's Martin. Here's Hernandez. And the shot goes in. MP's got 46 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Good job, MP. I see. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
I want to play some Cold War, but I also want to play some Skull and Bones. You can make that my issue too. I got my infamy rank at level 4 already.
Coming up next, the Bulls taking
I
on
got
the
Skull and
Nuggets.
Bones.
For Chicago,
Before I get out, before I go
tremendous
sit
beginning of their
Skull and
season.
Bones.
They've been gaining momentum with each and every game. Nuggets, Bulls. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Well, look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. in the 2 and the 3. Nikola Jokic is out there with Bol. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Chicago, they've got MP. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's MP. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position. But his teammates position as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Hernandez. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP can build a career on shots like that if he wants.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Hernandez. And the layup is good. Hernandez got his second basket of the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, he he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Buzelis. And he buries his first look.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Murray for 3. Chicago with a rebound. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Murray, a screen on White. Here's Brown. Takes a 3. And again, it's Denver missing. Here's White, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Jokic up top. Back to Murray. They need this. He gets it in there.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
And there's White. That's good on the assist by MP. Hernandez got 3 assists in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Jokic. Can't hit that one. Vucevic with some nice D. And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to
Jokic, bro.
he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Here's Hernandez. Pass to Vucevic. Got a hand on it. And here's Porter. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Brown. He's guarded by White. Outside Bull. Porter, the pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Murray passes to Porter. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray, no good. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to MP. Pass to Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Murray for 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. Chicago ahead, up 9. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
I'm willing to make the extra passes for winning this game.
We welcome you back to... Going with an almost entire new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And MP subbed in for Ball. Bulls leading by 22 on the court for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown.
Oh my goodness.
Out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Strother in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had 46 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Welcome to the block party, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for ball. A minute 31 left in the first half. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 23. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to MP. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Outside White. Down low. MP shot is off. The Nuggets shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Murray from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Buzelis. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 6th assist of the night.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
From 12 feet. This is another. He's 0 for 4. Chicago has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Basket's good. Hernandez got 14 points for the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Jokic. Looking to win the run. That one off the back iron and out. MP getting it done for Chicago. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment.
Notification. New messages. Press the PS button for details.
And hello, everybody.
New
What an
DLC's
amazing
coming from Grand
first
Theft
half
Auto.
performance it's been for the
That I
Chicago
gotta
Bulls.
play. It's probably gonna be trash.
A bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. All right, guys, let's move on and see the latest injury report from across the league.
Losing someone like Evan Mobley is a gut punch. Affects you at both ends of the glass. In transition, he's one of the most versatile big men in the league.
Replacing his contributions is a tall task for sure. Hey, Shaq, can I hit you with a gut punch?
Deal.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
I remember Shaq put snow in Kenny's car. He was like, "How you do that? Why you do that, bro? What do you mean, bro?" Shaq.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
We've got Kobe White, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's MP in the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority. Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Can. Oh, got that one up quick. MP's got 20.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Bull. Misses the three.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And out of bounds, Denver will have it. And let's use this time to take a look at the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Brown. Porter with it. Outside Bull. Now here's Murray. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Murray's got his second basket.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Hernandez is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Nuggets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Murray from outside. Pure from three-point range. Murray's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Murray can create space off the dribble, and he doesn't hesitate with that pull.
MP, that was good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. The shot by Brown, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And yep, it's good. Buzelis has got 8 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside Bull. Here's Murray. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
To the paint. Here's MP. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Bull.
Oh.
Now Jokic. To the inside. Here's Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Murray's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
MP, that was good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Brown. And here's Porter. Outside Bull. 3-pointer. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Dosunmu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fast break. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Here's Brown, covered by MP. Now here's Jokic. Inside. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything.
You've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favor?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases? Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. On the court for the Nuggets, Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Nikola Jokic is out there with Bol. And it's Murray in at the point. Here's Jokic.
Good Jokic, bro. Determined though.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Here's MP. And no good. The dry spell continues. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Bro. Out of bounds, bro. What do you mean, bro? I got to play some Skull and Bones this year. I got to get off. I got to play some Skull and Bones. I got to wind that game. Teammates on level 5. Trying to get
back to Murray. Over MP. Tip. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease. Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Murray looking around. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Porter. That shot missing. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Pass to Collins. Back to MP. Smith outside. Inside. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 36 points.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Collins passes to Ball to the inside. Here's MP. And it's Denver
I
with
should
a
have passed
rebound.
that ball.
Outside Murray. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Great win tonight, MP. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Well, chat, I got to make a run right quick. I'll be back. I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'm finna go play some Cold War. No, not Cold War. Play Skull and I'm finna go play some Skull and Bone. You got to get ranked up in that game. I'll talk to y'all a little bit. Peace out.